Terrible news tonight for some people, yes.
If you're a fan of 1950s architecture in Los Angeles, well then tomorrow could be a sad day for you. It is the last day of business for what's been a landmark in Westwood, the Ships Coffee Shop on Wilshire Boulevard. And while employees and customers are sad about it, architecture buffs consider it an alarming trend.
Conservationists have already mourned the demolition of the Dolores Drive-In in Beverly Hills and the loss of Tiny Nailers, the last drive-in in Hollywood. Not even petitions and protesters could keep the bulldozers away. But the closing of Ships Coffee Shop in Westwood has been kept so quiet, preservationists say they haven't even had a chance to fight. Even customers don't know.
Regular customer here?
Yes.
Did you know they're closing tomorrow night?
No, I didn't. No, I'm sorry to hear that.
The man who's run the parking lot for 8 years says he found out last week.
I go into the employment maybe next Monday because no more job for me, you know.
The owner of Ships, who was leasing the land here, is described as sad about the closure, but said he didn't want to talk about it today, except for a prepared statement thanking the tens of millions of people who've been customers here.
The coffee shop has been described as a symbol of the 1950s space-age optimism. But most people remember it never closed, and it has toasters on every table. Unquestionably, the corner lot is prime Westwood property. The city says a high-rise office building is proposed for the site.
We're just losing a little bit of the past, and every time you lose a little bit of the past, I think our culture is that much poorer for it.
It's typically and uniquely LA, and no one seems to recognize that these things are really important.
A customer for 8 years, Rosenfeld is organizing a candlelight vigil tomorrow night to mourn the loss of Ships.
And we'll just hang out and drink coffee until it closes. I want to be the last one that's kicked out of Ships. That's that's my claim to fame. I'll be the last person kicked out of Ships.
Well, now, the LA Conservancy says it will now form a task force to try to identify other 1950s landmarks and let the public and developers know that with a little bit of advance warning, maybe a few of them could be moved and saved. So the last one out of Ships should be Kiva Rosenfeld tomorrow night.
All right, thank you for that, Carol.